You are live. Why is this so small?
Welcome to the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Coast Cigar at 3418 Bienville Boulevard in beautiful Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We're running late due to technical problems.
No, it's not our technical problem.
I don't know.
It's that fine internet service that we've got here locally.
But I'm here with Mort, Bones, and myself, Maverick, welcoming you to the show.
How you doing, Mav?
I'm doing good today.
You doing good?
It's a beautiful sunny day.
It is. It's a little chilly.
Which is nice. It ain't bad. It's a good chill.
I've got a long sleeve.
Yeah, you got a long sleeve on.
Well, I've got a long sleeve shirt over a long sleeve
wow.
other one.
Oh, you got a long sleeve shirt on?
I've lost 60 pounds. I'm freezing my ass off every fucking morning. Oh,
wow.
Sorry, guys. Using the bang again.
Who cares? It will be an abbreviated show due to technical difficulties.
As usual.
And we're not smoking anything in particular, just our own little selection.
Just our own little selection, yeah, like you said.
I'm smoking, and I don't even know who makes this, a 976212.
No idea.
It came in one of the packs from Smoking.
Okay.
Cigar of the Month Club. I don't know.
I'm smoking a Habano from the newspaper selections we have on the front of the register there that people are starting to really like.
Yeah.
They're very popular.
That's our best seller.
Yeah, they go off the shelves.
Better than Perdomos. No. I mean, we
as
sell a
far
lot
as-
of Perdomos.
As far as sales go, overall sales, I think we probably go through the newspapers faster.
That's all we got left is what's in there, man.
Yeah.
I'm smoking a Pappy Van Winkle Flying Pig.
Wow. Good stuff.
Oh, I love these fabulous cigars.
You know,
Fabulous.
my favorite cigar was the Andalusian Bull. But if somebody was to ask me now, I would probably say the Pappy Van Winkle Robusto is my favorite.
So
I just love the way it burns, it tastes, it smokes.
I discovered this about the Andalusian Bulls. There's different, each year is a different batch that comes out.
Okay.
I heard that too.
So you start talking about how great they are, and then they release
a batch
that's not as great as the previous batch.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people that are bashing the Bulls now and saying,
"Oh, how about
just not
that?
as good as they used to be." Blah blah blah. Well, wait until next year when the new release comes out, and it's probably going to be phenomenal. You just never know.
That's how it happens.
Well, look who's up! Tom Berenz and Marty Richardson.
Tommy Martin.
Tommy, how cold is it in South Dakota?
Ooh,
Tommy.
It's going to be 70 degrees here today.
but it's a little balmy there.
But I will tell you, I did smoke a cigar. My first one yesterday in 3 days from a friend of ours, and I posted it this morning after I spoke to him last night. I said, "Do you mind?" He gave me some info on it. I said, "Well, do you mind if I post all that after I smoked it?" It was Grace O'Malley by Kevin Shahan. He came out with a new cigar.
I saw it.
And
how many did you get?
I got 2 5-packs.
Where's mine?
They're at home.
Oh,
I forgot them. I bought something else in for you.
What am I, a fucking mirage?
Yes. Well, you
actually are. Who are? It's
36. Fuck, and 6 inches of snow. No,
hey.
No.
It happens.
Tom, God bless you for staying there. I'm sure you love it, but we don't. Bones, myself, and Mort don't own a snow shovel. Do you?
No, but they sell them down here, believe it or not.
When?
I saw them at Ollie's.
Well, Ollie's is selling them out. That's
last time I was in Ollie's.
I don't know why they would have that product.
Because it snowed.
Yeah, but what are they going to do for the next 56 years?
Gonna sit in your garage.
Who's working today?
Not me.
I just filled it.
Isn't that the typical answer around here? Not me.
No.
Hey, Tom, really proud of your former governor.
Oh my God,
He's doing a fabulous job, buddy. Fabulous job.
And she's still hot.
Oh yeah, she's smoking. God.
Okay.
Even my wife, we're watching all this stuff on television, obviously, and she says,
"No, she did not." Don't.
She says, "Man, there's a big difference between this administration and the last one as far as the women."
Yeah.
I mean, you could remember the health whatever guy that was a girl,
Yeah.
and the bald-headed guy that
From
was
Pennsylvania, and
the bald-headed thing that thought he was a girl, and they're wearing high
yeah,
heels
that's
and all that
wonderful,
stuff.
isn't
The
it?
guy that tried to run the transportation department. blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, all that stuff.
But
man. It's
well,
like,
I know we're going to get into politics, but let me finish that cigar real quick. It had a great flavor to it. It burned well. It had a nice white ash, and dude, the band was like up to here,
yeah,
and that ash went all the way up to the band before I could, and it only came off because I put it down
And
and it fell off.
yeah.
And then when I took the band off, it went all the way down to the nub again.
See, I don't play the ash thing because, for one, that's how you burn a shirt.
Oh, I get you, but I wanted to see how it would burn, and he explained to me why, and I'd never heard this before, and I believe it's probably the first one I ever smoked like this, but it's a double binder.
Yeah,
and it holds it on even. I said, oh, okay, that's interesting.
makes sense.
It made sense to me, but I enjoyed it. Would I buy more if I run out? Absolutely. Not only just to support a friend, but it was a good cigar.
Look what he just said. The Ferrari turns into a Chevy about 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
I thought he was going to say something, that Marilee was going to say something about, well, Jeff, if you weren't around, I'd probably do her.
No, she
She don't go that route,
no, not at all.
but you do.
She's
Oh,
out
I
there.
identify as a lesbian. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I've been a lesbian for
Oh, so
well before this. CBQ, DYE.
Yeah.
So is he trying to say, if I read that right, is he trying to say she's not as good looking in person as she is on?
It may be. I mean, it could be. She probably does have a bit of makeup on.
But they all do.
Yeah, everybody, they all do.
Okay.
Even Tulsi, if you look at her real close, she's got some pock marks on her face and stuff.
Yeah.
But like he said, when you see her from a distance, you're like, she look good.
I saw
Twinkle Toes wears eye makeup.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
wearing purple the other day when
We
I
like
was in
that.
here last week.
We do like that.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
Yeah, that's
enjoy that.
exactly what he's saying.
Yeah. I
So-
picked that up.
When we all watched Trump the other night, okay,
Tuesday night.
we all know what went on and all the bullshit, not cheering on the kid and the academy cadet or future cadet and all that. Who or what was that old freaking hag in the purple hair?
That is
What
her,
the hell was that?
That's her thing, man.
Who is that?
She's just a congresswoman from I don't know what state. I'm thinking California maybe, but
She looks older than Pelosi.
she's tough. She's tough looking, rough looking. Yes.
I was just like,
Rough and tough.
oh, I looked at
She's
her
rough
and I was like, oh,
She could probably beat us in arm wrestling.
and did you see what happened this morning when the Speaker of the House was called, what's his name, to the well?
Oh, that was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
I was sleeping yesterday. Brought him to the well, said, all right, we're going to read the article now.
Al Green.
Al Green, we're going to read the article now for
Yep.
your whatever. You're
We
gonna be
shall
suspended.
overcome.
And they all started singing, yeah, we shall overcome on the left.
So, my take on that is a lack of decorum. Every one of them that participated
censored.
should be censored.
Absolutely.
Now, there's part of that censorship is they could possibly lose whatever committee that they serve on.
Yes.
They could lose their appointment to those committees.
As they should.
So, think about how many people were down there singing and causing the disruption in the House. If they're stripped of their committees, their subcommittees,
Yeah, that's big.
That
That's
is-
very big.
that is big.
But that's easy for when Green did it, it was easier for the Speaker of the House to get the Sergeant at Arms to take care of one person than it would be the whole freaking. How do you kick them all out?
You don't kick them out. You just take their names and you say, we're going to do the article.
When they were singing that, somebody from the right should have said, not for 12 more years.
They were telling them get off, not doing it because it is
Total
it's a lack of
disrespect.
decorum. So you got to understand if you follow the way the House works. Since the House was formed, since the House of Representatives was formed, they have a written rule of decorum. We're not going to be like Europe where they're screaming in the House of Commons all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And throwing shit at each other and lambasting. They're not doing that.
And they're not allowed to do it.
They're not allowed, and they all agree to that when they become congressmen.
Right.
They agree to the rules of the House. It's up to the House, the Speaker of the House, to maintain decorum. And what he did during the speech Tuesday night was he says, "Okay,
He didn't waste any time.
we're going to have decorum here. This is your warning. There's no second warning. This is your warning." And everybody knows what that means
Sure.
because they're
They
members
read
of
it
the
and they
House.
signed it.
They're members of the House. They know what that means.
Now, do you think if the House, not the House, but if it was the other way, and it was the right that was singing "We Shall Overcome," the left would have jumped all over them.
Well, yeah, but they're the
right would never do
folks
that.
on the right aren't going to do that. But there has been Marjorie Greene was censured for yelling during Biden's speech.
Yeah.
So there has been members of the House
That
on the right that have been censured as a result
Right.
of their activities as
As
well.
I should- there's a lot of decorum, like you said, the decorum, and part of the decorum to me is dress. It is a position of,
I agree.
you know,
I know where you're going, and I don't
know.
hate the guy.
no, I don't hate him either.
I don't hate him, but I don't agree with the way he
But
does
there
it.
is, that's like me. Okay, when I was working, if I had a meeting with a general, I'm dressing up in a suit and tie. But that's just me.
Because of the respect factor.
Exactly.
Right.
That's-
I do get that.
That's like going to the fucking. You get invited. You're a winning team. You get invited to the White House. You go, regardless of what your political views are. It's the White House. It's the president. Morty Fax, as a matter of fact. Okay, he might not have been much of an Obama fan, but he got to meet Obama, shake his hand. And it was the president of the United States.
Absolutely.
And his army buddies gave him a lot of grief as a result.
Dude, it's the
Well,
president.
they were wrong for that.
I do believe that too. I
Me
told
too.
him, I said, I'm happy for you. You got to do something that most Americans don't get the opportunity to do.
Big time.
Let me ask you this. I asked Amy this question, and she said, "Nah, probably not." The 13-year-old kid that he had made the
Secret Service.
Secret Service agent, is he going to get paid?
No,
I
it's an honorary.
I just threw it out there. I was just like,
It's
oh,
an
so it's an
honorary.
honor.
Yeah.
I felt great for the kid.
Yeah.
I felt great for the kid. I felt so sorry for the girl that got her face smashed in
Yes.
with the volleyball, and they didn't even. And not one person on the left voted to keep men out of women's sports.
That's correct.
They voted unanimously.
And
not
that
to.
has nothing to do with me disliking women or by any means, but men should not be in women's sports.
And the other way around.
Well, there's
You can't do one and not the
there's
other.
really
Well,
not
no.
many people that are.
Well, I
women-
know that, but you can't do
Well-
one and not the other.
Oh, I understand that.
Well, I got a little disagreement there because, okay, now does a woman in the NBA want to play in the WNBA want to play in the NBA? Probably not. It's a pretty contact sport. Not good. Can women play in men's soccer? Absolutely. Soccer's a rough sport, but the women can play. Do you want women? You want women fighting in men's UFC? Absolutely not.
No, because
If there's certain sports I think they can get
I don't think it should be allowed.
through.
I've got
If you're going to have one, you're going to have the other.
I've got to agree with what you're saying,
but it's not that easy.
but
I
in
don't think.
principle, I think there's not any woman that wants to compete against a guy because it's just the physicality of sports. Even if it's just individual track and field,
Right.
a woman participating in a man's track and field event is going to get smoked. Period.
Yes.
Oh, there's
That's
no
been
woman.
proven.
There's no woman that's going to run as fast as Usain Bolt.
There's no reason for them to even try because they're going to get smoked.
Isn't that why they created Title IX back in the day?
That is
So we have separate,
correct.
and it keeps it. Now you get these women that are losing out on scholarships because of certain things. It's just a whole. It can go.
So sports like tennis. We were shown that back in the 70s
fuck
Yeah.
we went through
that a
that.
woman can beat a guy at tennis.
Right.
We've shown that because it is not
Bobby Riggs and what's her name? Bobby Riggs lost to
Billie Jean King.
Billie Jean King.
In a situation like that, pickleball, it's not a contact sport, so
Right.
there's no physicality per se that you're going to get.
Right.
I would even I've got to disagree with the soccer thing because women, even though they're fast and they can play soccer, I don't think that they could stand up against a men's team.
I don't think so either.
Oh,
A men and all men's team and an all women's team, they would never win.
as bad as our national men's team is, I think the women could probably beat them. But
But you're talking about the worst, the bottom of the
Bottom of the barrel
versus the best of the best.
Yeah.
In the women's, yes, they're going to win. There's no question about it, and probably in basketball as well. You take the worst team in basketball, worst college team in basketball, and the best college team in women's basketball is probably going to beat the guys point-wise, not physicality, but point-wise, they'll probably beat that team.
I don't know.
I would bet.
I would bet against that.
I would bet 3 out of 5 times that they would win.
I don't
the
agree.
women would win.
But
The best
it just
women's
goes
team
back
in college
as far
versus
as-
the worst man's team.
you know what I mean? There's some will go back as far as when we used to play. Let's see if this bothers Bobby or Maverick.
Yeah, I know.
The Scouts of America.
I know. The thing about women's sports is
Well, that was a woke thing.
it was
Yeah,
designed.
but still, I don't like it.
Hey, Mandy.
Mandy, good
women's
morning.
sports is for women.
Exactly.
Men's sports are for men. And,
Right.
And the guys that
That's it.
the guys that are crossing over and becoming women so that they can win in a women's event, I'm not giving them props for that.
And I think they should
I
be
think
ashamed
they're
of
fools.
themselves.
I think they should be ashamed.
They should be
Absolutely.
ashamed of themselves.
Yes, they should.
Well,
be.
you know what? There's something going on in their head anyway to do that.
They want that trophy. They want that.
You know
medal.
what I mean? There's something wrong
Yeah, they're
with getting your
narcissists.
tallywhacker whacked off.
I don't
and
think
then-
that they're even doing that.
But if they are, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, I mean,
There's something wrong with you.
We've had that discussion.
Yeah.
numerous
There's something
times.
going on upstairs in the brain.
Not sure who Wade is. Serena Williams. If I were to play Andy Murray, I would do 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. No, it's true.
Yeah.
Yes, Mandy, I did see that interview, and Gavin Newsom actually backtracked on his discussion about women playing or men playing in women's sports. He says that it's just not fair, but you got to understand what he's trying to do now. He's trying to move from the far left to be into the center so that he's.
Well, did you see what
himself.
Serena Williams just said? She said that I would basically get destroyed. When they're serving, the girls are serving 90 miles an hour.
I understand that.
The men are serving 120, so
I
they wouldn't be able to hit
Oh,
it.
I think the
I
women
understand.
serve a little
But if she
faster.
was playing
Just give me
the
a
worst
phrase.
tennis player in men's tennis,
Well, who the fuck
she's
is?
smoking.
I don't know who's.
Yeah, maybe.
Andy Murray. The name don't ring a bell. I don't.
He's
follow
probably the
ten- I don't-
bottom.
I
He's
don't
probably
follow
the bottom of
tennis.
the list.
If he's the bottom of the list, I think that maybe
I don't follow tennis, so I don't.
when
She's
Serena
saying
was
she gets smoked.
when Serena was at the top of her game, if she played the worst tennis player on the circuit, I think she would have won.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, I think so.
You
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh,
So she was a beast.
Oh,
She was a beast.
Yeah, absolutely terrific.
And then-
The best of all time.
and Gavin's trying to do that.
And her
fucking
sister was number
podcast
2.
now.
I wouldn't mind talking to Gavin Newsom in one because I like talking to people that have different ideologies from
Sure
me.
you do.
I want to know why they feel the way they do.
Right.
I wouldn't mind.
And then you
sitting
could
down
have
with
a
him.
discussion about it.
And as long as it doesn't become contentious,
Right.
I'm okay with that kind of
And get ugly,
conversation.
and then it's over.
Yes, because as soon as name calling comes out, I'm done.
If the game's over, then you lost the point of the conversation.
You've already lost if you're going
Yeah.
to call somebody a name.
Right.
That you've lost.
Yeah.
You've got no other argument. So the only thing that you got is you're a racist or you're misogynist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't care.
Let's talk about sports a little bit.
Mandy, as long as you can get up from that conversation and still be friends or still hold another regular conversation, It's all, and that's all we ever ask in here.
Yes.
If you have a conversation,
And I think
I'm still going to be your friend
I think we've done a good job of remaining calm.
Neutral.
for the most part.
And-
Yeah, for the most part, Barry Bones is right.
There's a couple that we
But
can't
there's a
discuss
couple-
certain things with,
There's a
And
couple
we
that
know
you
that.
can't discuss
Because
with that.
we know
We know who that is.
but we
That's
should
all
be
right,
able
though.
to.
But if you sit down with them one-on-one and have a discussion, they're very good discussions.
Yeah, not in
When you-
open forum.
When you throw it in an open forum and you got somebody that's very vocal
And
against
stupid.
something, yes,
Yeah, and stupid.
you've lost it. It's not a
Let's
good
talk
thing.
about sports a little bit.
We got a few minutes.
A couple of weeks, we're going to have some March Madness,
Yes, we will.
Oh, it's
and that's going to be exciting. I like March Madness. I'm not a great basketball fan, but I do enjoy March
I
Madness.
agree with you.
These guys play the best they can play.
Yes,
actually, I think
and watching the Cinderella teams
Yeah,
rise up to
and shock you a little bit.
I like it,
I like it too.
and that's why they call it mayhem.
Yeah,
the Reds.
Big Red Machine,
the
baby.
Big Red Machine.
It's time to get Pete Rose on
Yeah.
the ballot.
Yes,
Well, what's his name?
they were
Manfred
saying they
already-
were talking about it.
Manfred
The commissioner.
already said he's open for that, and there should be no open. He's gone. He should have been beforehand. Granted, he gambled on baseball when you weren't supposed to. Whether or not, I don't think they ever proved that he gambled on his own team to lose.
I don't think that they could.
They
Right.
didn't.
They could find
Even,
that.
and even if they gambled on he gambled on his own team to win, I wouldn't have a problem with that because he was gambling on them to win.
And you can't fix
A win.
a win. You can
Right.
fix a loss,
Oh,
but you
yeah.
can't fix a win.
Absolutely. But it is almost baseball season.
Yeah,
That's a
you're excited about that.
Oh, well, yes and no, because all of a sudden now, after talking to Mikey Silvers last night, it looks like the Yankees are coming up fucking lame in spring training. I mean, hurt lame.
Oh,
Hurt
Oh, boy.
lame.
That's not good.
With losing pitchers. We lost 2 pitchers. Soto's freaking hurt. Not Soto. Not Juan Soto. The other waste of money. Stanton. He's hurt. We don't need people to start getting hurt.
Fucking they hurt already.
Quads.
I mean, it happens. They're athletes. It's going to happen.
But we got baseball season. We got March Madness.
Got hockey season going on.
We got hockey season going on. In about 6 weeks, they'll be going into the playoffs.
Yep.
And we got a drink. Yeah.
And we got
we
St. Patrick's Day coming up, so another party downtown Ocean Springs.
Yeah.
Hey,
Another drunk fest.
Yeah.
Stephen Old Man gets beat up again.
and it's Bones's better half's birth
Birthday.
month.
Right. Yeah. Berkman. Yeah.
Next month?
She turns.
No,
No
don't
age, but her birthday is on Saturday.
Yep.
This Saturday?
It's her
What's
birth month.
It's her birth month.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, no, it used to
She
be.
celebrates a week.
It used to be the week,
Yeah.
but we don't drink, and she doesn't drink like we used to, so it's not a whole week anymore. It's maybe one night,
Oh, wow.
2 nights.
That's a
But,
really giving up
we
a
also,
lot.
We also got the NFL draft coming up,
Mhm.
which is going to be interesting for a few teams, depending on how they trade. And I think this draft is going to make or break the Giants again this year.
Not good. Looking good.
No, but they're looking at Russell Wilson. What's his name? Just
You
signed.
got anything left?
Hold on. I think he's got another year, maybe. But Crosby from the Raiders signed a 3-year deal
Oh,
for
36 million a year.
100+ million a year.
Yeah.
36
I mean, not a
million a
year,
year
but
for a
100+.
lineman.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's big. That's the highest paid, ain't it, lineman?
That's
36 million a year he gets.
And
Well,
That's
he's
what they say.
and we've already discussed
100
that.
million, 100+ million, whatever that comes out to be.
We've discussed that 100 times, if not once.
That's over.
All that does is hurts the fans. The fans
Yeah.
can't afford to go to the games anymore.
Yep.
It's
It's just corporations.
it's a business.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you know I won the 2 seats for the Super Bowl in the raffle lottery through
Oh, yeah,
Bet,
we know.
BetTix. The 2 seats in front of us, they said they paid $14,000 a piece.
See, that's insane.
Well,
But they have
Buku
FU
money.
money. They have FU money.
yeah,
Uh,
big
pretty-
time. Big. Hey, Derek. Good morning.
Because he asked me, he goes, "How much did you guys pay?" And I said, "You really don't want me to tell you.
$15.
You really don't want me to tell you." He goes, "No, how much?" I said, "Well, I paid $16.86 in processing fees."
Yeah.
He said, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Morning, Ed.
14,000 a piece."
Yeah.
And then I don't even want to know what he paid for rooms. I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
I said,
He don't care.
Right.
He
No,
didn't care.
he was a diehard Kansas City fan. That was
Oh, was he?
waiting,
Okay.
waiting.
And then he got
He
disappointed.
had the big freaking chief headgear on and all this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting looking at Davey and a couple next to him that were Philly fans. And we were all of us were like, we sure hope he takes that headdress off when the game starts.
And he did.
Yeah, he did. Well, Davey spoke to the wife, said, you can take that off. He goes, yeah, I'll make sure he takes it off.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I couldn't see.
And the
I
Eagles
couldn't see
smoked
nothing.
him.
Oh, dude, I still don't understand.
Yeah,
I still don't buy it.
that's pretty rough for them.
But
Good for me.
It was.
yeah, it was.
All right, folks. Abbreviations over with.
Well, for the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge, I hope you enjoyed our show. We will see you next week. And for Bones, Mort, and myself, Maverick, we're going to wish you a happy weekend and a healthy one. Bye, folks.